Like this, I can add all these details very easily. And one more thing I have to fix here, like a shape of or a hand, like this is okay, kind of correct only. That is something like after posing I can do it. Like this should be little more circular in shape. So because we have to pose it, so while posing I'll fix it. Right now it's fine. So like this, we can add all this major volume, like first level of detail, major volume,
Okay.
like all the volume we can add. Then, then I'll show you another layer I have created, and in that layer, it just noise, like it just noise. I just delete this, okay, delete this one. Add a new layer. Make sure switch off your older layer so that like each and every layer can be like stay separate.
Okay.
So switch off that. Okay, I don't know. It's switched off. It's on. Recording. Now recorder is on. So this layer is off. This layer is on. So it's these layers are basically like Photoshop layers, but there is a catch. Like, if you switch on any layer, like if you have like both the layers are switched on, and if you edit
Yes.
anything, it will combine these two and modify on this layer. So if you want to keep each and every layer separate, make sure before editing any layer, switch off the other layers.
Okay.
That's the only thing. Otherwise, like, now I want to add those noise. So that noise, okay, skin is not flat, right? Throughout skin, we have this little bumpy skin information and pores and all those things. So that is something can be achieved very easily. Under surface noise. If you click on noise, by default, this noise will apply automatically. This is default noise. If you want to modify it, you can go to edit, zoom, move. You can increase the scale, decrease, strength, you can increase, decrease. Or if you want to apply, if this is unwrapped, if you have a alpha, you can import the alpha and apply. But right now it's not unwrapped, so there's no point. And let me check movie map. It's not unwrapped. So you can apply this and this one. Once you happy with the noise, what you can do is make sure apply to mesh. Right now it's just a preview on your mesh. It's not part of your mesh. Until now, unless you click on this, it will be a preview only. Click on this. This is switched off. Now this is part of your model. And as you can see, recording on. Switch it off, and you can switch off this. You can see mesh is clean. So I can switch on my detail level, detail. Then I can switch on my noise. So both will combine. So by like this, you can create this entire noise. Like you see, like the entire surface have noise. So like even if you forget to add some detail or some pose somewhere, it won't look incomplete. Then this particular character's skin is quite this thing, rough. It's not very smooth and clean. So what I'll do, I'll switch off these two and add one more layer. And one thing, like when you add layers, it makes your file heavy.
Okay.
File size will increase. So now I have this base model. Let's isolate this. Recorder is on. Standard brush, drag rectangle, alpha, import, and I have a basic alpha. Where it is? This one. This is something if you Google, I'll show you. If you search in Google skin alpha and go to image, you'll find this one very easily. Where it is? It is supposed to be somewhere here only. Yeah, this one. So this one, like this is something I really just this one because this have nice crease and all these lines. So I really like this one. For free. You can download this, or you can download this texturing XYZ alpha from CG or somewhere. CG
Okay.
or any site, texturing XYZ. So like next I'll show you. These are basically texturing XYZ textures, and these are like displacement with amazing detail. You can see the detail level. You have little bumps, little depth, and everything. Each and every skin pore is visible. These are like very good quality. You can download and you can use that. So let's use this one. So like whenever you have this kind of gray alpha, suppose, and this is something I'm going to use on back and shoulder, neck, and all. You can see it's like way too dense and way too strong, and it
Yes.
changes the volume of the neck as well. That is something I don't want. So I'll go to alpha, modify, and switch on surface. And still there's a slightly bump I can see. I don't want that bump. So I'll this mid value, I'll make it 50. It gives me this detail, but I can feel this is like it's still way too strong. I can reduce the intensity and create this. No need to worry all these things. Reason
Okay.
showing like all this is like you can see this is distorted and all. No need to worry about that. Way too rough. And like suppose like this is we are not going to use this entirely everywhere. That it actually XYZ maps will be using. This is just to like show you how to use this. Right, so I can see this is like some parts they're like way too strong, some areas are like way too low. So how to control this? Stop the recording, and you can see this untitled layer and there's written one. Click on this layer that red that one will be selected. Point 5. It will reduce the intensity. Point 3.
Okay.
So it's basically like Photoshop layer. One means 100%, zero means zero.
Okay.
So 3.3 means 30%. So it's like Photoshop layers only. So I can create like really intense this thing, and then I can use point 0.1, point 0.2 or something value. So it will now you can see this thing will become really nice and fine detail. If you zoom in, you can see nice fine clean detail. That is something you can do it very easily. So we can use this thing, and then we can, and then suppose you want to use this, you can switch on recording. But whenever you switch on recording, it will give you the preview of one only all the time.
Okay, sir.
So it will show you the preview one. Once you done with this and you will switch off like the recording, it will show you the point C level detail. See, like this. So like this, we can modify everything. The most probably I'll be for this I'll be using this thing. Oh sorry, my recording is off. So once you start this level and this all this thing, you cannot switch it off. Like you have to switch it on and modify your written all this information. This part is not supposed to be like this. So point C, see, point C give you nice subtle detail. Now if I want, I can switch on my other details. It will combine everything together and it will blend nicely. So we're not going to use this is something we can use in some rough part like in this character. If you check this, there's lots of rough areas, lots of strong detail. So for those areas we can use this, and for rest we can use texturing XYZ, or there's a one more like displacement map pack is there named Surface Mimic
Okay.
with surface mimic human pack. The surface mimic have like all kind of packs. They have your like animal pack. They have your vegetation pack. They have your hard surface pack and all those things. In surface mimic, you can search for human wala pack. Under that human pack, you can find all those nice displacement maps that we can use. Like this, we're going to like add all the details, and then you can see like with the moment you apply this, it starts looking nice, and you have this nice skin information. And the same thing you can apply on some other areas as well. Like suppose you want to apply this. This is the way too strong. It won't be like this. And I can apply all this information. For face and head and all, we have to do it really carefully because there are like all the wrinkles and line flow. It follows a direction, so that direction you have to match. And then if I switch off this, switch on noise, switch on detail. So you can see it blends everything, and then I can go back and manually enhance everything. This skin will be adding with this, and now we start adding all the surface detail, all this thing, and plus this character have lots of wounds and all this wound will be adding just the leather pattern. And once we have the basic skin detail, basic detailing, overall skin pose and everything, then we after doing that we'll pose it before, not before that. Otherwise what will
Okay.
happen, we have to do it both the side, like, because right now it's in symmetry, perfect symmetry, so we can work on one side, it will automatically reflect on the other side. So once we have the entire basic blocking, basic this thing detailing done, then we can pose it, and then we can add like specific region wise fold and turns and stretch and all those things, and add those things based on that. So like just like you have to like similarly you have to focus on each and every shape. And suppose now I feel these fingers are way too thin, so I can switch off everything, add one more layer, And now I can go to inflate brush and put in my nails. Okay, inflate my fingers because these fingers are way too thin and way too elegant. Like so, it should not be like this. It's a, like this. It's a creature, like not exactly human also. And B and B. And this modification I'm doing on this layer only. This is not part
Okay.
of my actual mod. So and now, like suppose I created this, and then if I switched off, if I switch off the PC, it will go back to the actual original shape, and this will apply the modification level. And but best part is like anything applied before, everything apply on that surface automatically without any change.
Okay.
So right, so it becomes quite easy and handy, like to modify your shape and anything. Just saving, like this will save and select this layer. I don't want this layer, I delete it, and this one also I don't want to delete it. So these two are fine. So keep them. And now still there are tons of detail I have to add. So I'll add those detail one by one, like the like fine details, file wrinkles, and all those lines. So your first level of this basic thick this first level of detail will add in a separate layer. I can name it detail rename detail underscore 01. Then this is my noise name noise. So like this, I can keep everything clean name. Then I can have detail 2, detail 3, or like some modification, volume change, or anything. I can like anything that makes sense. I can name it so that later I want to change or modify anything. I can just simply go to that particular layer and modify it. And there's no limit of layers. You can add like 10, 20, 15 layers. But one thing you have to keep in mind: each and look, the more you add, suppose you are adding a lot of layers, it will make your file really heavy. The
Okay.
file size will increase to 1 GB, 2 GB. So because each and every layer is storing your entire body, right? So technically,
Uh-huh.
like if you think it's storing the entire body. So it's basically triple the file size. So that's why that's how it works. So can like once we're done with everything, there's the option to say bake all. We'll bake everything. All the layers will go and it will reduce the file size and it will transfer all the information to my app. Basically, project all the information on my actual base model.
Okay.
So like this, like add details. Start adding details. Elbow and everything will add and this thing and like we'll add skin details, start adding skin detail. I guess there's a pouch, like in one reference I saw there's a pouch, and then we'll add those things and then we start adding those wounds and some other folds, wrinkles and everything, and then we pose it. So try this thing, and there's hands are this like you see this looks like generic flat. Hands are not like this, and plus the shape you see from back side it's bit squarish, but front it's more of a round shape. So I have to fix those shapes as well. I'll modify that. Yeah. But from front it looks like perfect cylindrical shape. This thing. From back, it looks like this kind of like bony. So this should reflect in the front side as well, front and back. I'll do that and modify everything and add all the details. And later, like after they're doing this, I can modify my nails. Nails are like just simple nails, same detail everywhere. So in reference, it's not same. There's like it's a crooked, broken nail. I'll do that. That is something so kind of easy. You can do it quite quickly. We'll do that. And then you can see there like lots of small pimple or wound or something. All those things are there. And then like slightly skin, you have this skin peel off or all those things. Those things can be added very easily. And all the folds will do all those things. Will add everything. And this is just dots, so it'll make nice dots. And this is something we can do it with the help of like basic brushes, which is available within ZBrush. We can do with the help of basic brushes as well. Let's suppose I want to add those details. So let's keep it on new layer, and I want to add those dots. I can do it very easily with these basic brushes available within ZBrush, very easily. But it's like a lot of manual labor, like same exact same thing. You can create like this cheek area, pores are a bit bigger, nose, pores are a bit bigger, and then gradually reduce the size. It's a like really time consuming process, takes a lot of time, but it can give you really good quality output. But that is something like you have to spend around like a month or 2 months, like continuously everyday work. Like it takes a lot of time if you want to do it manually. So
Okay.
it's like really long, like time consuming. But for learning purpose, if you want to do it, you can definitely do it. And this is something like give you a better understanding and better flow, because skin flow is also very important. Like for this kind of skin, usually human skin. Give me a second. Damn standard. This is the brush size X. Like our skin, like flow of the skin pores and everything is follow this direction. So all these lines you have to draw manually. It's a really long and time consuming process. Fine details. So you can like do it. Definitely we can do it manually, but it will take a lot more time than this. So just try downloading this the texturing XYZ or Surface
Okay.
Mimic, any one of them or both of them for skin detail. So with the help of those alphas, we can like create all these details very nicely and really quickly. And then later, like if you feel the sports are way too strong, same thing. Click this point 7, little bit subtle. It makes your life way easier. And add all these details nicely. So try this, add all the details and everything, and follow your references as closely as possible, and spend as much time as you can, and try to create everything you can see, you can observe, because characters and organic modeling is all about observation. If you can, if there is something you can see it, you have to create it and try to match it with that reference,
Okay.
so that will increase your quality very easily, and then just focus and like practice and patience. That's what the like key. There's no other way. We'll do that. Okay, one light pump here. I missed it. I'll do that. So start doing this thing at all the days. So just save this file.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So doing this, and I'll see you day after tomorrow, Wednesday.
Yes. So
Yeah.
the
The
videos,
okay.
recorded video.
Okay. I'll send it. Mail you.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.